Game 7 is tied with 3.5 to go here in the fourth.
If you blink here, you miss one of the greatest 3 minutes in sports.
Game 7 is tied with 3.5 to go here in the fourth.
All right, guys, we're reacting here. Let's get it. Just gonna talk about what I see here. Draymond is running the point forward position. Obviously not giving Clay space, Kyrie. So let's look at the matchups here.
Green back to top.
You got JR on Steph Curry. Okay. It's a good choice. JR is a great athlete. Somebody needs to stick to Steph. Kyrie on Clay, giving up a little bit of length there. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, you don't put LeBron on Clay and Kyrie on Draymond. At the end of the day, that probably is the best way to match this up. The way they have it right here.
Thompson spins, shoots over Irving. Can't get.
And that's not his game.
Thompson spins.
You know, Clay is a great player, but this is not his game.
Shoots over Irving. Can't get it to fall, and Kevin Love his 13th rebound.
Good rebound. Let's see. You can see the tension on the court, man.
Over Irving.
Game 7. Everybody's feeling the pressure. Everybody. You can sense it.
And Kevin Love his 13th rebound.
But everybody wants to calm down. This is not your average basketball possession right here. None of these are. There's pressure.
I think Cleveland would be better served to get into whatever they're getting into quicker.
Now we're going to see J.R. Smith probably set the.
I think at this point the Warriors had already had a finals victory.
Green getting Curry in the act. Curry now picks him up.
I see very, I don't want to call it hesitance,
Curry in the action.
Carefulness from LeBron. Definitely some carefulness here.
Curry now picks him up. 5 to shoot. James Powers drives down the lane. Layup, missed it.
Good take, honestly. I don't know if he second-guessed himself here going on.
James.
But you got to take it against Steph Curry. With this help,
Powers drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's a judgment call whether you're going to dump it off or not. Clay helps down.
Lane.
Took it. I mean, he could have. I feel like outside of this situation, 9 times out of 10, LeBron goes up with his left hand here and finishes it.
Curry now picks him up. 5 to shoot. James.
So this is a bust by LeBron, but that's a good decision.
Getting Curry in the
Smart screen here by JR. I mean, this is a good idea to do to try to force this switch, drag it out. And LeBron, I mean, edging there. Yeah, you know, you drag it out.
Curry now picks him up.
You didn't even have to drag it out, but Steph hedged hard, forced the switch by going his direction. I don't know if I would do that if I was the Warriors, but they were clearly ready with the weak side help.
5 to shoot. James.
I mean, Iguodala, obviously the emphasis is on LeBron. I mean, we're talking everybody. you got 3 guys actively trying to guard him and other guys helping down. That's gravity, man. I mean, this is gravity.
Curry now picks him up.
You people talk about gravity all the
James
time.
Powers.
That's gravity right there.
Curry now picks him up. 5 to shoot. James Powers drives in.
Yeah, got to go up with the
lane. Layup, missed it.
Second guessed himself. You know, this is LeBron James. He can finish that with his left hand.
James Powers drives down the lane. Layup, missed it. Iguodala contested.
Back up. Setting up the half court. See, there's less of an emphasis on transition here.
Draymond Green kicks it out. Iguodala for 3.
Ooh, not a bad look. I don't know if you slow it down, though. I mean, at the end of the day, again, judgment call on the court here, but they're not pushing it in transition early, but they get that secondary break, that late transition opportunity, and Iguodala shoots it. You can't be mad at that. It's a good shot, honestly.
Missed it. Iguodala contested. Draymond Green.
Yeah, against the closeout. Could you have attacked the closeout, though? Pump fake, go under, and create an opportunity for your team? By drawing a second defender, possibly, but I mean, this is a split-second decision here. We're not going to critique that kind of thing. I mean, it's maybe something to be aware of in the future, but you decided to shoot the ball. An NBA-level shooter, Andre Iguodala can shoot the ball.
For 3.
So I don't mind that. 89-89, quick possession. There are 3 minutes left in the game, so it's okay. That's fine. That's an acceptable decision if you ask me.
Rebound James, and he's fouled by Curry. That's going to be 4 fouls on Curry, third team foul. And we'll take a timeout as we get under the 3-minute mark.
But you want to win. This has got to be the mindset. This is good defense and good offense. That's both ways. Championship effort, and on the other end, clearly the contact by Curry forcing James to...
I'm not going to lie. Look, man, I've always had this opinion of LeBron. God. I've always had this opinion of LeBron. I think he's the greatest basketball player to ever play, but I don't think he's built for these moments. I'm just being honest. It's just my objective analysis. His personality is not meant for this moment. He's meant to just dominate from the beginning or have good teammates, and he needs a closer, a scorer on his team. He is a scorer, of course. He's also scoring is one of the many hats he wears, but it's not his primary function as a player. And I think in this situation, he needs to be able to rely on a scorer, which makes him no less of a great basketball player. I think a lot of people think that means that he's not a great basketball player, but I mean, you can see the pressure. The thing is, this is LeBron James. Everybody here, if this team in black loses this game, it's his fault. It's his fault. Boo, LeBron, you fucking suck. You know what I mean? It's all over SportsCenter, First Take. So that pressure is something that I can't even imagine. I mean, I can imagine, like, I can only guess that he, what type of pressure he's under. You know what I mean? It's his entire identity. I mean, it's just crazy.
Go down. We have ourselves a ball game, a champion soon to come. 250.
And the worst, let me tell you, boy, the worst is when they expect you to be great. They just expect it, and if you don't, it's not meeting your standard. That's tough. This situation, when it's like you're not established yet, that's different. So it's tough.
Remaining fourth quarter of Game 7. The only triple doubles in the history of a Game 7 of the finals were from Jerry West and James.
But this is where I'm studying for the CSCS. One of the things, you got to put him in a situation here as a coach where he has a lot of self-efficacy. Obviously, on the basketball court, you do. But when there's that much pressure, you want to, he has self-efficacy. But when you're in that situation, you probably want to get him back to the basket against a smaller guy. They gave him Steph Curry last time. I would have cleared that side out and given him the empty side to go to the mid-post on the right side over there. And probably just attack that and force the weak side help, make a good pass. That's something LeBron knows he can do, right? So, I mean, just from a sports psychology perspective, over here, when we're here, once we get this switch, I'm sending Kevin Love through, and I'm having LeBron back him, just drop down right here, play in the mid-post right here. And they're going to force the second defender over, then you kick it, and then you create an opportunity for the team, which is all you really need. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tough to do all that right there. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to go. And, so that would be ideal if we could get this matchup right here with an empty side and no defender having to cross the court, cross the paint to get there to help. But anyway, dude, you can just tell, though. You can tell LeBron in these situations.
5 to shoot. James Powers drives down a lane.
He's not. He doesn't elevate. He definitely. I'm not gonna say he shrinks, but he doesn't elevate. There are some guys that come into this spot right here, and they're just so full of themselves. They're like, you know what I mean? They'll pound their chest and be like, "Give me the ball right now. I'm gonna score right here in this moment." And I don't personally think that's him, but I don't think that makes him a worse basketball player. Again, I've said that many times. I don't think that has any bearing on how good he is as a basketball player. It would be great to have that trait, but this is a rare situation. I mean, this is a once in a generation situation. This specifically, but this game winner, that's a very small percentage of the game. If you can be the best player on the court 99% of the time during the basketball season, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna ding him for not being the closer. Somebody else can fill that role.
Really, the contact by Curry forcing James to go down. We have ourselves a ball game, a champion soon to come.
2:50 remaining, fourth quarter of Game 7. The only triple doubles as LeBron James moved to the basket, but Iguodala right there.
Might have been a foul. Might have. I don't know.
And that's clearly contact. Yep, Iguodala got away with it. And those are the tough calls to make.
Meanwhile, Draymond Green 1 assist shy of a triple-double to join James. Irving will bring it up.
And this is what you should do. You should have the ball in Kyrie's hand. Kyrie probably is a better one-on-one scorer. In these situations, running a play is tough. It's just tough. In this situation, you kind of have to get a guy to get a bucket, because a play is great, a play is fantastic. And if you can get the ball to a shooter off of a screen, flare or down screen or something like that, you can get a guy rolling to the bucket, get a decoy cutting. That's fine, right? That's great. But to get your best players a play is going to be very difficult. You have to trust a role player to make a play if you're going to call a play up. I'm telling you, from having been on the sideline, everybody on this court is keying on LeBron, and definitely Kyrie as well. So you just got to think about that. Like, it's tough to call a play up for these guys in these situations. This is a good place for him to have the ball. Not the matchup you want right now. This is probably the Warriors' best chance at defending LeBron.
James holding, throws.
I like this. Harrison Barnes is a great defender all around. But, you get it to Kevin Love.
In the Love, guarded by Barnes.
In a favorable position. This is something Kevin Love can do and has done.
Love a little jump hook, short, rebound.
Not good. As you can see, the quality, the shot percentage drops in the clutch for basically everybody. You can kind of see that. So far, we've had these buckets are likely going in. That one, Iguodala's 3 probably, LeBron's layup attempt. Those are almost all likely to go in the third quarter with 10 minutes left. You know what I mean? It's just, shit just gets tight, tense. Your movements are different. Pressure is a real factor. Real factor in a basketball game.
Green, 14 rebounds for Draymond Green to go with 32 points.
Curry, I don't like that jump pass, but that was the good decision when they came to blitz.
Curry finds Iguodala.
Iguodala, nice help, rotation over.
Drives, kicks
Great
it.
rotation by LeBron.
Barnes.
Dude,
Barnes.
that's tough. See, right there to not get beat on that closeout, that is
Curry finds Iguodala. Drives, kicks it out.
This is the type of shit with LeBron that goes unnoticed, because this is exceptional.
Barnes.
Be able to slide, move his feet, be physical enough to not be able to let him get around. A lot of people will be able to turn the corner. A lot of defenders. It's tough, man. It's tough to make that play. If you closed out on a corner and been attacked on a closeout, it's tough, man. Because they can go either direction. You're running towards them. They're running the opposite direction. You have to contest the shot, otherwise they get it up. So you have to be sprinting towards them. So to make this play, that's a great play. And this is the type of thing that I feel like self-efficacy is. This is what I'm talking about. Like, he knows he can make that play. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he's very confident in. It doesn't matter what situation. Hitting a 3 for the game, that's probably not his game, right? So now you're asking him to do something he's not accustomed to.
Barnes out to Green.
Draymond.
Curry finds Iguodala. Drives, kicks it out.
Kevin Love is... I can't hate. The thing is, he has to be there for the help.
Barnes.
He's too low, though. I mean, he's really in no man's land. I don't know. You gotta be somewhere, man.
Barnes out to...
JR makes the decision not to close out. That's probably the right decision. You don't want to rotate and leave Clay for the extra pass. You'd rather have Draymond shoot it. So, IQ-wise, that's a good decision by JR.
Green puts up a 3.
Great box out by
Cavs
Don.
get it back. Barnes out to Green. Puts up a 3.
Again, winning play. That box out, I mean, Harrison Barnes isn't putting in the effort, but winning play. Draymond, I mean, he could miss this shot, but, the pressure in the clutch might have changed his percentage here.
Drives, kicks it out, Barnes. Barnes out to Green. Puts up a 3.
Boy, does he have an ugly jumper. But that shit went in, bro.
Barnes out to Green.
That shit did go
Puts
in.
up a 3.
Often. In this season specifically, it went in at a high clip.
And Cavs get it back with 2:11 remaining.
That's great rotation by the Cleveland Cavaliers. James closes to the opposite corner. Love pulls the trigger onto Green. Terrific defense and very good offense by the Warriors.
And good offense on the Cavs' part in the last possession with Love taking a tough shot. But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running through me right now.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses.
Again, decision-making changes in the clutch. I agree with Van Gundy. That was a good defensive. I would rate that a B+ defensive rotation possession by the Cavaliers overall. I think Kevin Love could have been in a better position and not dropped into no man's land, and he was a little late to react, but overall pretty good.
And very good offense by the Warriors.
And good offense on the Cavs' part in the last possession with Love taking a tough shot. But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running.
JR as the screen man here would not necessarily, generally not make sense, but you want to get Steph Curry involved in the play. That is likely their weakest defender. I'm not trying to shit on Steph at all, but I think that's probably their weakest defender. You just got to get him. You got to attack that, right?
Through me right now.
Irving drives.
And you kind of get it. Kyrie.
Hop step inside, floats it up, miss.
Again, does that go in a non-pressure situation? I don't know.
Rebound.
Is that the decision? Kyrie does not seem to feel the pressure. I'll tell you that. Like, from what I'm seeing here, just body language and behavior, basketball behavior, like what he's doing on the court.
LeBron James, the offense.
He doesn't seem to be feeling any type of pressure.
Is running through me right now.
Maybe some arousal, but I don't think anxiety. I don't know what the hell is going on here. That's some nonsense.
Irving drive.
Ooh, I think JR, if he's not crying at the refs, might have an opportunity to make a play here.
Warriors. And good offense on the Cavs' part in the last possession with Love taking a tough shot. But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running through me right now.
He could have gotten called for an offensive with all this extra shit. Set the screen. And bro, like, you have a role here. And honestly, JR can catch that lob. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Honestly, even stepping out, just backing up, could allow Kyrie to have a hook pass. But I don't know if he'll see that. But still, spacing wise, if he had chemistry and had a feel for it, he could make that jump hook pass back to JR for 3. But I do think he has the role for the alley-oop, and this guy can jump, so it's probably what I would have hoped for him to do.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up to the layup. Oh!
The famous play. This is a clutch play.
Cavs' part in the last possession with Love.
He may not be a closer, but he's a clutch basketball player, right?
Taking a tough
all
shot.
around.
But if I'm Kyrie Irving or LeBron James, the offense is running through me right now.
Irving drives, hop step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala.
What an athlete, man. Look at the recovery from all the way in the opposite corner.
Up to the layup.
that is-
Oh, blocked by James.
That's unbelievable. That's really great stuff.
Step inside, floats it up, misses. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up to the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron.
Iconic call. I mean, seriously.
Wow. His third block of the game as we come up on a minute and a half remaining.
This is, I mean, I get it, right? I get it that it's late in the game. You want to be poised. But you can't let this much time off the shot clock.
Jackson. Wow. His third block of the game as we come up on a minute and a half remaining.
He's catching his breath.
But again, get into your stuff quicker.
Yeah, Van Gundy says it too. You got to, because you're putting yourself in a position where you can't maximize the possession because you only have seven seconds. Even if you create an opportunity here, if you need swing, and then another closeout attack, you don't have time for all that. You have to force something. So you got to utilize that shot clock. 24 seconds ain't shit, boy. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I've coached basketball at the level where it's 30 seconds. That's a lot of time. Even that's a limit, a real stringent limit. 24 seconds is nothing when you think about, being able to run your plays, run actions, and being able to get into a secondary offense if the primary stuff doesn't work. 24 seconds ain't shit.
4 to shoot. James inside, little jump hook. That's short.
Again, short arms it. Feels like pressure, man. Just to me, watching this as an observer, I don't know LeBron James, of course. Would love to meet him someday, but I don't know him.
But again, get into your stuff quicker.
4 to shoot. James inside, little jump.
To me, that look at Little Dicky. Is that fucking Little Dicky? Jeez, bro. Recognize his face anywhere. But to me, when you're short on stuff, especially that, it signals discomfort to me. Like, I feel like that means that he's just not, he's nervous, bro. Bottom line. That's the way I read the situation. I may not be right.
Hook, that's short. Rebound tipped and taken by Curry.
And you need a closer. When you have a personality trait like that, you need a closer on your team. Again, does not take away from the skill level, the physicality, and what LeBron James can do on a basketball court. But I just feel that this is not his moment. This is the moment where he's gotten his team this far. Somebody else pick up the baton and let's get this thing done. That's actually what ends up happening.
Curry drives on Irving, pulls back for three.
And I understand, right? I understand. This is Steph Curry. He's the offensive authority on this team. My dog is right next to me. What up, Brody? But this is one of the worst shot selections in history to me. And that's not to be critical of Steph in a mean way, but like, dude, you're taking an early shot clock step back three with 0 passes in the possession, this late in the game, tie game, Game 7, NBA Finals. I can't think of much worse.
Curry drives on Irving.
And I mean, look, it is Steph Curry. The only redeeming factor here is that it's this guy shooting this shot. If it was anybody else, I'd probably fucking shout. But because it's him, we're gonna, it's gonna. Goes from an F to a C. Maybe a C minus. Still not a great shot.
Pulls back for three. Doesn't even hit the rim as Irving comes the other way. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout.
Good time to call a timeout. You got 3. This is where you need to make sure this possession counts.
And a tie game.
Yeah, great timeout. Great place to call a timeout.
Great pass by Curry, running hard by Iguodala, and superhuman defensive recovery by LeBron James.
By the way, great no call on the goaltend. The replay showed it was not a goaltend. Great no call there. Did not hit the backboard. The ref had a keen eye. It's great.
There you see the numbers, the triple-double from LeBron James and Curry. Missing shots we've seen him hit all season long in what has been an electrifying Game 7 here at Oracle Arena.
And Mike, Ty Lue elects to take out Tristan Thompson, insert Richard Jefferson. Offensively, that'll give him more space. But if it's not a timeout, defensively, that's a real challenge for the Cavaliers against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a...
Steph is playing. There's a kid I played basketball with growing up. He'd do shit like this all the time. I call these his rules. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to dox him like that. But not in a bad way. He was a state champion, so he could play. But Steph is playing these little elite tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like elite.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
That's what you do. That's how you generate a mismatch. That's well done. If this is what Ty Lue came out of the timeout with, that's a great decision. I like the personnel choice was Kyrie and not Braun. Oh, is he on the court? Where the hell is he at? Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah. He blended in over there. But this is the right decision. Go Kyrie against Steph Curry.
Irving.
Spread the floor. Make them help from afar. Long swing, long recoveries.
Curry, one up.
And Kyrie converts.
Irving puts it up.
Kyrie is the closer, man. I mean, this is why.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving.
That's tough. That is tough. Holy shit. You got to think about this, man. That is tough. Patrick School alum.
And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry.
Sidestep.
Irving puts
Oh,
it up.
nothing you can do about it. That wasn't even bad defense. But it's just the thing is, when you're a known weak defender, they go at you and they start to get in their body. They get in their bag and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta. Kyrie's confidence was probably up because of who we saw in front of him. I'm not gonna say that was Steph's fault. Still great defense, but that psychologically plays a factor for sure. That's why you have to be a dominant, demeaning defender the whole game, because when they see you, they better just fucking give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of them inside, the part that they don't know is there, just dies. If you're a great defender. If you're a great defender, and they're gonna start missing shots they didn't know they could even miss.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's
tough, bro.
good. Kyrie.
Big shot. Now you control the game. You control the...
One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie.
Yeah, you control the game now.
Irving from downtown. And the Cavaliers by 3.
And I like the no timeout call by Steve Kerr.
Love picks up Curry. Curry steps back, fakes a 3, drives again, shut off nicely, found to Green, 7 to shoot. Curry fakes the 3, steps back, crossover, puts up a 3.
That's fine. I don't know if I love the decision not to call timeout. You do have 2. You can kind of regroup and think about it, but that does slow the game down. I mean, at the end of the day, this team's whole MO was not calling the timeout here. Like, that's their stick. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
And the Cavaliers by 3.
Not fuck it, but you know what I mean. Like, they're gonna be aggressive here, and they're gonna trust it. You know.
And I like the no timeout call by Steve Kerr.
Now this is what you want right here. You got Kevin Love against Steph Curry.
Love picks up Curry.
Clay is coming to the ball. I don't like that. Clay, get out of here, man. Look at the matchup we have. Get the fuck out of here. Like, go somewhere else, bro. Like, what?
Steps back, fakes a 3.
You just caused what would be a double gap on each side of him to be. I don't even. This is. I mean, yeah. I don't. It's just there's pressure there. It's tightness.
Drives again, shut off nicely, found to Green, 7 to shoot.
Good job to cut through.
Curry.
Now he can work. I would like Iguodala to drop here, give him even more space, and then you have all this space to work with. Do whatever you want. Here, Steph Curry, you got Kevin Love.
Fakes the 3, steps back, crossover, puts up a 3.
I mean,
Kyrie Irving from downtown.
And I like the no timeout call by Steve Kerr.
Love.
like this, I understand that was the play, but once it's not
Picks up
there,
Curry.
now go back, go there. Like, get out of there, leave.
Curry steps back, fakes a 3, crossover, puts up a 3.
I don't hate it though. At the end of the day, you got the matchup you wanted. Spacing wasn't great on that possession. Could have been better.
Rebound James with 30 seconds remaining. What a spectacular job by Love. Irving on the drive, goes inside, lost it.
That's another terrible shot. Again, people like, bro, like, people really start choking up in these situations.
Curry.
And it makes sense. I think I would too, but it's just it's tough to maintain discipline and think straight.
Steps back, fakes a 3, drives again.
Motherfuckers are jittery.
Shut off
Just jittery and shit.
nicely, found to Green, 7 to shoot. Curry fakes the 3, steps back, crossover, puts up a 3. Rebound James with 30 seconds remaining.
You can't do this, bro. You can't go on a 1-on-2 fast break alone with 28 seconds left in the game, up 3. Relax. I mean, this is the thing. This is Kyrie, who is probably a little bit more eager to play, to show off in this moment and be a scorer, because that's what he feels is his job, right? That's what he's self-efficacied. He has self-efficacy in. Self-efficacious. That's what he's self-efficacious in, is scoring. So he's just going crazy. He's like, I'm going to score and put the game away. Like, bro, relax, bro. You can run this down, and you can just make it a free throw game at this point and win the game. Like, you already won right here.
Spectacular job by Love. Irving on the drive.
I mean, look. Did he get fouled? Maybe. And did he, he did see the lane. I get it. You want to go up 5 and really put it away. But you got to pull that out. You got to have some discipline.
Dive, lost it, gets it back and finds love.
Lucky he got it back.
There's a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And now you get to foul, and this is where it's basically over.
They had a foul to give, so Barnes fouls him there.
But that's a bad foul, Mike. That
Absolutely.
gives him 3 extra seconds. And what was Kyrie Irving doing in transition?
Yeah, what was he doing? 3 extra seconds. I mean, what are you supposed to do, though? You're supposed to let him run the clock down and give it back to you with 7 seconds and potentially score? You got to foul. You have to foul there.
So James will inbound. Now there's a 4.7 difference between shot clock.
Now you have a chance to deflect an inbound, do something, right? And then before you have to foul there.
And game clock. Cavaliers have 1 timeout left. Can go in the backcourt in the last 2 minutes to get it.
But they've got to manage this clock. They don't want to go early.
Irving drives to James, misses the James.
Ooh.
Now there's a 4.7 difference between shot clock and game clock. Cavaliers have 1 timeout left. Can go in the backcourt in the last 2 minutes to get it.
But they've got to manage this clock. They don't want to go early.
Again, bro, why? Why even attack right now? Just relax. Run the clock out and then maybe with 5 seconds left attack and try to get a decent look. The pressure is not on you right now. You are playing with this urgency as if you're down 3. You know what I mean? Like, relax.
Early.
Irving drives to James.
I mean, he ended up making a good play.
James misses the jam, but fouled.
I mean, shit, he ended up making a play. And also, I feel like there's a sense of unpredictability in the fact that he just went. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to run the clock down and let them get set and everything, he just took off and beat a guy he knows he can beat. I don't hate it. I mean, I don't like it. I don't hate it, though.
Warriors have 2 timeouts remaining. Stays a 3-point game.
And Mike, as a player, there's no pressure right now. You're up 3. Worst case scenario, you got to give them 1 free throw. That should be the mindset. I missed it. You got to step up and knock this free throw down if you're LeBron James.
Warriors will no doubt call timeout.
Imagine the pressure here, bro. There's not pressure, yes, because you're up 3, but there's pressure on this motherfucker right here, bro. Because of who he is and just the situation. You know what they'd be saying if you miss this shit.
Miss or make here from James. Rattles in the second. 4-point game. Timeout. Go.
Made it. By the skin of his teeth, probably, but...
Rattles in the...
Yeah, back rim. That could be bad. Back rim's always... That shit could go.
second.
Long rebound.
4-point game. Timeout Golden State. Thompson.
Honestly, the game's over here because they have to foul. I mean, obviously, you got to make your free throws. There's some variables there, but for the most part, the game is over at this point.
And a couple of dribbles, head fake, tied up, throws it into Green on a foul on the entry pass. That's the foul to give. And now they'll take it out of bounds with 6.5 remaining.
And you got to make sure.
Now it's over. Now it's really over. Because in 6.5 seconds, you're not going to get anything meaningful. I mean, you might get a quick 2. Just getting a 3, getting it inbounded and getting a 3 off and to the basket is going to take you 2.5, 3 seconds. So then what? You know, you got 3 seconds to work with, down 1. They're inbounding the ball. You're cooked. You have to force a turnover on the inbound. Just the likelihoods of that.
You're in nobody's
Extremely low.
area to allow them to knock down a 3 and you get contact. I lost a playoff game on a phantom 4-point play to Jeff Van Gundy.
Iguodala to inbound. Shumpert trying to stay with Curry. Catches one dribble, steps back, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Spates. Final seconds. It's over. It's over.
That's tough. I gotta say, man, this game came down to this play right here. This timeout, Tyronn Lue made a great decision. I'm not gonna call this a play call. I mean, it was a play call at the end of the day, but screen for Kyrie with the weakest defender is a great decision, and then let him isolate. I mean, that's an A+ decision, honestly. Right here, Given the personnel, given the situation, who you have on the court, this is knowing your team. You know, a lot of coaches might have gone to Braun, wherever he's at, right there, and I don't think that's the right decision. I think this is your closer, this is your scorer, this is the guy. Like I said, I keep using the term self-efficacy. This is the guy who's self-efficacious at scoring the basketball. This is your guy who is probably better at everything else. But this is the game-winning decision by the coach, game-winning play by the scorer, by the closer. Unselfishness, willing to let somebody else on your team have the ball when you're the GOAT, you're the legend. And, you know, this is great. This is what you need to do to win a championship. I mean, this is a fucking moment here. Like, I just want to replay this one more time, then I'm gonna close the video out. But this is a moment
for the Cavaliers against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul.
And JR, all he's been doing for the past 3 minutes is setting screens. That's also, I mean, look, J.R. Smith is a guy who has a certain reputation, right? Like, kind of like wild card type of guy. Has been accused of smoking weed during basketball games, right? Wild card kind of guy. But he's setting screens. He's doing his job in these key moments.
Foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll.
Good screen at that.
To get him on Irving.
Does exactly what it's intended to do. Great angle. This is what you wanted to do. You wanted to force a switch. You were not trying to spring him to the basket. You were trying to force a switch and let him work. That's exactly what you did. The angle back towards Kyrie, basically towards the sideline, as opposed to the 45-degree to the corner.
Against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get them on Irving.
There was a roll there, but I mean, I forget Mark's last name, former head coach of the Warriors, but it's not much of a roll. But yeah, I mean, the roll was there.
Putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
But I don't think that was the conversation in the huddle. I think it was, look, let's get Kyrie, Steph, and let him work.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up.
And that's just pure. I mean, hey. Is that the best shot he could have gotten? Maybe not, honestly. Sidestep three.
Irving and Curry.
But that's just what you're saying. You got to live with that as a coach, because it's like, go ball, kid. You know, we trust you. This is your scenario right here. This is your moment. And man, that's a legendary moment. That's a moment of a lifetime right there.
One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
And that's what you got. You got your best player, probably the best player of all time, making a chase down block. Defense turns to offense, kind of. Not in the transition way, not in the classical way they say it, but, you know, defense gets you the ball in a situation where you can take a lead at a crucial point in the game. Imagine the swing right there, though. You would have been down 2, now you're up 3. Huge. I mean, huge moment. Just going to play it one more time.
Has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good.
Yep. Unforgettable, man. Unforgettable.